Hello po at isang magandang araw muli sa inyong lahat. December 12 na po, Monday at 13 days na lang Pasko na. Sana po ay hindi po masyado maingay, nasa remote location po ako. Mabuhay po kayo, welcome po sa the stock market today. Ang ating special news ay tungkol muli sa Meralco. Ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Binabalita ko po araw-araw ang pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-active stocks sa Philippine market. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, iniimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe. Kung meron po yung stocks na gustong ipa-review using technical analysis, o may mga tanong tungkol sa stock market o tungkol sa wealth management, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Ang mga sinasabi ko po dito should not be construed as financial advice. Get well soon, Mari, my cousin. We're praying for your quick recovery. Huwag kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, December 12, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay. So let's now go to our headlines. At ito po ay galing ng Business World. BSP may hike rates by 50 basis points, sabi ng isang survey. Infrastructure spending rises to 39% in September, while government debt service bill declines in October. And then, sabi pa dito, contributing to the sovereign wealth fund could undermine BSP's independence, analysts say. Sa corporate news naman, Lopez firm buys unit of U.S. healthcare provider. Inflation and weak demand weigh on local PC market, while Meralco hopes to secure power deal within the week. At yan po ang ating main news, pero one of the news items na ito po yung ating main news, pero yung isang news item po natin ay investors sell Meralco shares on news over power supply and nuclear. So, ito po yung pagbaba ng Meralco shares last week dahil meron siyang exemption sa competitive selection process, and yung source niya ng nuclear energy, actually pinag-aaralan pa lang to, So, nagbenta mga traders sa Meralco, binenta niya, and bumaba po siya. At mamaya tignan po natin ang Meralco, it fell 1.8% to 280 per share. Pero I think it's just a temporary downturn dahil hindi po maganda yung news tungkol po dun sa kanyang power situation, kung saan po niya iso-source, at most likely po ay mas mataas na halaga, At yung nuclear power po ay hindi po maganda yung reception sa market. Pero ang ating main news ay ito po, Meralco hopes to secure power deal within the week. Meralco hopes to seal a contract for emergency power supply within this week after a unit of San Miguel Global Power Holdings notified the electricity distributor that it will cease supplying under their previously agreed contract. We're trying to rush the contract and close the deal as soon as possible, hopefully by next week, Meralco Vice President and Head of Utility Economics Lawrence S. Fernandez said during a briefing on Friday. Meralco has secured a certificate of exemption from the Department of Energy for the competitive selection process for the supply of 670 megawatts of power after SMC Global Power Unit South Premier Power Corp issued a notice of cessation effective December 7. The power distributor said that so far the company had negotiated with the Boitis Power Group, which offered 300 megawatts of capacity and only for 2 months until January 25. Meralco has been trying to secure emergency power supply agreements after the Energy Regulatory Commission rejected its joint petition with SMC Global Power, the supply arm of San Miguel, for a rate increase, saying it had no basis as the agreement is a fixed rate contract. we're guided by the CSP guidelines of the DOE. Under the guidelines, we will be granted an exemption from the CSP only when an emergency situation exists and only for a temporary period of a year, Mr. Fernandez said. Jose Saldarriaga, Meralco spokesperson and head of corporate communications, said that there is an expected adjustment that will impact consumers' power bill in January due to a mandated refund. Meralco has yet to complete 3 refunds totaling 1.334 per kilowatt hour that continue to temper residential customers' monthly bills. The power distributor said the refund was expected to be fully completed by December 2022, January 2023, and May 2023. The SMC's suspension to supply Meralco will also probably result to an upward adjustment but still remain to be seen, Mr. Saldarriaga said. For the month of December, Meralco announced that customers in its franchise area could expect to pay more than the completion of a distribution-related refund amounting to 0.4669 per kilowatt hour. In a statement, Meralco said the overall rate for a typical household rose 0.3297 per kilowatt hour to 10.2769 per kilowatt hour from 9.9472 per kilowatt hour in November. Households consuming 200 kilowatt hours will see their power bill increase by 66 pesos, while those consuming 300 kilowatt hours, 400 kWh, and 500 kWh will see their bills increase by 99, 132, and 165 respectively per kilowatt hour total. For the month, the generation charge declined by 0.942 to 67975 from 6.997 per kWh in November. Okay, so yan po ang ating main news. Sana po makakuha po ng power supply bill si Meralco at a lower rate. Pero right now, with inflation, I really doubt if Meralco can secure a reasonable fixed rate or a lower fixed rate similar to that they secured before with SMC Global Power. Pero inflation po yun po ang nagpapataas ng bill. Lahat po ng gastusin ay tumataas, expenses, operational ay tumataas po. Kaya po worry po si SMC Global to pursue the fixed rate, ano? Syempre negosyo yan, di ba? Ayaw naman pumasok si SMC Global na palugi. Although that was contracted a long time ago or some time ago, ay gayon pa man, economic events had overtaken us and we are now on a new quote-unquote economic situation wherein inflation and higher prices are affecting the economy and operational expenses, no? Okay, so yun po, no? So let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on what transpired today. Sorry po for the noise, ano? Nasa remote location po tayo. Lilipat lang po ako ng lugar para hindi po masyadong maingay. Okay. But before we go to the index, meron po ako nakitang news dito, no, from BDO Securities, no. AP SMC may split new power deal with MER. Ito po ay galing sa Inquirer, wherein MER is looking to supply or to get power from two generation firms, no. One is Aboitiz and the other is SMC, and the 670 megawatts of supply may come from them, no? At and hindi pa natin malaman kung magkano ito, pero most probably it will be much higher than the SMC Global Power fixed rate 2019, ano? So abangan lang po natin ang susunod. So, ang commentary niya dito, power supply deals are profit neutral to MER given that the company is mainly a power distributor. We think AP short-term contract proposal is attractively priced, that it is above the 4.62 kilowatt average selling price of supply contracts. We have a buy rating on AP with a target price of 45. Okay, so tingnan na po natin ang ating index. Actually, tumaas po yung ating index today, no? Well, almost flat, 5.08 points or 0.08% lang. Pero kung makikita nyo po, I drew a trend line here, which means that may posible pa pong tumaas as long as mag-hold po yung support, yung channel po, no? Yung lower channel, which is the support level. Ito po ay ngayon ay nasa 65.70 yung pinaka-support po niya, at yung pinaka-resistance ay nasa 68.90, no? And yung video sec nagpalabas din ng ganong trend line, ano? Actually, I drew this earlier, but when I saw this, mukhang magkapareho kami ng analysis. Anyway, ang sabi niya dito, the PSEI further declined last week, but still not enough to break the uptrend line. Provided that this trend line is not violated, the index may still attempt to reach the 6,900 area. Nonetheless, do note that we seem to be at the tail end of a relatively significant rally. So, maakyat pa, no? Consider lightening up on your holdings at this point because the much anticipated Christmas rally may come prematurely this year. It started early as the time of our national Christmas anthem was first played in the SM malls. Yan yung Christmas in our hearts ni Jo Marichan. Anyway, so ina-expect po niya na mag-breach sa 6,900 level, ano? At maaring maaga po yung Christmas rally na sinasabi. Samantala, yung ating market activity, 102 companies ang bumaba, 84 ang umabante, 52 ang hindi nagbago. Samantalang ang all-share index ay halos flat din, ano? Actually, it declined by 0.01% pero halos wala po ito, no? Wala pong gain or loss, 0.41% lang po ang baba. Ang financials, holding companies, industrial at mining ay umakyat. Pinangunahan po ng financials at 1.18%. Mamaya tingnan po natin si BDO, no? Properties at services ang bumaba. Services down by 1.60%. Ang most active stock ay BDO. Umakyat po siya ng 2.98% pero 110 na lang po siya dahil ex-date po ngayon ng stock div, no? 20% stock div. So, na-price in na po niya today. Pangalawa ang SM, ICT, Glow, Ali. Pero tingnan po natin ang JFC kasi 2.20% po ang akyat niya. Okay, so let's now go to MER. Pinakaunang stock po natin, yan. So it's been going down at itong MER has been in the news lately at yung kanyang study on nuclear power was not well received by the market kaya po siya bumababa. Nasa 278 po siya ngayon at oversold po siya noong September 30 but because of that news, it will further go down, ano? So, antayin lang po nating bumaba sa pinaka-support area. Nasa 270 to 265 to 270 po ang tinitignan nating support area dito ng MER. So, antayin po natin. Plus, kung mag-oversold po muli, I think that would be time to buy. Kasi 278 is already cheap. Yan po. Remember, yung 52-week low niya is 263, no? At na-achieve po niya yan noong September 30 nung nag-oversold niya. So, if it reaches the 263 to 260 level, yan na po. At oversold po siya, yan na. pwede na po tayong bumili muli, no? In the meantime, obserbahan lang po natin si MER. Ngayon po, next would be BDO. Si BDO is yan, moving sideways po. Actually, umakyat po siya from last Friday, nasa 104.83, no? Pero pinrise in na po niya yung kanyang stock dividend na 20%. So, yung pinaka-support ay nandito sa 107 to 108, samantalang ang kanyang resistance nandito sa 112 to 113. Pero kung gusto nyo pang makakuha ng cash dividend, ang ex-date po niya ay December 15, meaning you have to buy the stock before December 15, meaning December 14 po last day, Wednesday, para maka-avail po kayo ng cash dividend ni BDO. 30 centavos, maliit lang po. Ang malaki dito ay yung kanyang stock dividend which had an ex-date today. So, hindi na po kayo pwede, kung bumili po kayo today, dapat nung Friday po. Okay, next is SM. Si SM ay yan, just moving sideways, although yung kanyang orange line ay bullish. So, paakyat po yung trend line po niya. Let's draw a parallel channel. Ito po eh. Ganyan po siya. Ganyan po ang movement ni SM, ano? Yan po more or less ang kanyang movement nung kanyang stock, ano? Yung orange line is the support, meaning EMA 20, 897, and which is very near the lower channel, 892. So, 896 to 892 yung pinaka-support po niya. At paakyat po si SM, although nag-oversold po siya dito noong December 1, ano? But since this is a Christmas season, maaring makakita pa tayo ng upward trend for SM. So, nag-oversold po siya noong September 28 and overbought on December 1. So, obserbahan lang po natin dito. And if kung na-break po yung lower support level of 892 on a short term, ay baka nagbago na po yung trend. Okay, ICT. Si ICT, yan, just moving sideways, although bullish po siya, sideways to bullish. Resistance po ay nandito sa, kasi nagkaroon po siya ng breakout here. Noong November 29, nagkaroon po siya ng breakout dito, and green engulfing lang po ito. Yung 29 ay breakout dahil meron po siyang volume, and the surge is 3.07%. But the support is here at 188, just moving sideways. Yung ating resistance nasa 205. So, more or less, bullish po, or ang trend po ni ICT ay pataas. And then Glow. Si Glow is bearish, or below the candlestick po siya, no? Although yung ating mga indicators are just piercing through, meaning sideways to bearish po ang nakikita ko po dito. Support, yan, support level na po siya, 2115. Yan, 2115 and 2168, no? While the resistance is 2342. So, kamakailan lang ay nagkaroon po siya ng SRO na 13:1, no? 13:1. So, 1668 or 1968, I think, yung pinaka SRO price niya. Actually, pwede natin i-check. 1680 yung kanyang SRO price, which is really, really very, very cheap compared to the price now. Okay. So, yan po ang support and resistance ni Glow. 2342 ang resistance, 2168 ang support. And then finally, we have JFC. Si JFC, yan, just moving sideways, nag-gain po siya ng 520. Pero paakyat po ang stock, ha? Paakyat po si JFC, pero nag-overbought po siya here noong November 22. So just observe kung magtutuloy-tuloy po ito. Support is here at 225, samantalang ang kanyang resistance ay nakikita ko po dito sa 251. Ngayon, in terms of fundamentals, ang JFC ay mayroong target price na 290 or a 22.5% upside. Ngayon po ay nasa 242. Okay, so yan po ang ating report sa stock market ika-12 ng Disyembre. Ito po si Benji Teodoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. Hanggang sa muli. Stay safe. God bless. Bye for now.